Wait, they didn't give him what they said they'd give him? That's funny. That's awesome. Neither do these guys. If you're mean to these guys, they cry too. And just try and figure out why they're working and you're not. The most this guy again sigh you've literally ever heard. Chad can barely afford a pot noodle. Why did anyone like Danabo talk crazy to them? You're making fun of this small stream of being a loser. Show people the funniest stuff from the death of Hippy Dippy.
Aaron, has he done more harm by tasting the dog's penis or by eating a single burger?
Okay, well, I just wanted to glance at this as well.
But I'll let him. But you know, election season's gonna end, and we're gonna have the fallout of the election, and we might be able to do a Hippy Dippy around that. But I just don't see a path forward for the show come January. I mean, come February especially. I just don't see it.
So Hippy Dippy only lasted a couple months. Oh my god.
And there's a few reasons why. If any of you guys are curious to stay and listen. Man, how do I talk about this? So the first thing is, I'm bringing in CTV and Pixel, or Higbee and Pixel. Last second cancellations. So Danabo, last second cancellations was a problem before, and last second cancellations was a problem today. And it's been a problem every show. And if we had more people, and it wasn't just me and Danabo, and I'm usually going between frontline stuff, and so it's usually Danabo's job, maybe we'd be able to deal with that easier. But tonight we had like headliners, like Lonerbox canceled last second. Alex Stein just didn't show up, which I mean,
Lonerbox cancelled. Isn't Lonerbox in Miami right now? That blood was... So Lonerbox agreed to be on Dylan Burns' show. Knew it was on a Friday. Knew he'd be in Miami at the time. Knew it was Halloween weekend. And still couldn't tell him that he wasn't going to show up. I feel like you probably know at some point before that day that the chances are you are not going to want to be on Dylan Burns' dusty-ass panel of 9 p.m. Eastern when you're in Miami on Halloween weekend. I feel like you probably know.
I mean, okay, whatever. And you know, we have it like every time. And some of these like last second cancellations are like constant, where we're inviting people over and over again, trying to book it, and they'll cancel over and over again. And I think that comes from like just a disrespect to the show. People can tell me otherwise. People can come up with whatever excuses they want. I do think a significant amount of it is a disrespect to the show. Not saying that's for everybody, but I think that they just it's not
disrespect for the show. Oh my god. And take a look in the mirror, Dylan.
So it's usually Danabo's job. Maybe we would be able to deal with that easier, but tonight we had like headliners, like Lonerbox canceled last second. Alex Stein just didn't show up, which I mean, okay, whatever. And we have it like every time. And some of these like last second cancellations are like constant, where we'll invite people over and over and over again, trying to book it, and they'll cancel over and over and over again. And I think that comes from like just a disrespect to the show, to be blunt. People can tell me otherwise. People can come up with whatever excuses they want. I do think a significant amount of it is a disrespect of the show. Not saying that's for everybody, but I think that, it's not a priority for them, and they book it, and then we work, and put them on a show, and it's just not their priority for whatever reason. That's fine. You can do your own content, but, if they don't show up and we have to do last second, like, replacements, it hurts our ability to put on a good show if like our headliners cancel. Like, here's a great example. Lauren Southern was so whiny and so yappy about having to come on, or about being pushed to come on to the show that she agreed to. And her reason for cancellation is that she didn't do like enough research. You had the time. If you didn't do research, that's your fault. That's not a good excuse. That means I don't care. I didn't do the research. Like, how do you even like book somebody for that? Like, and then when she did come on, she was whiny the whole time. I mean, not the whole time, but like especially at the start, and like especially towards the end, she was really whiny. And like, I don't know how you try to use that as an excuse that you didn't do like the bare minimum of like a few fucking Google searches, and then you get that whiny about it. And again, I think that just comes from a disrespect of the show, a disrespect towards the other people who are working to put on the show, and like you're coming on, and we appreciate that. But don't like sell our effort down the river. And it's not just Lauren Southern. There are others, but like that's just the example I'm going to use. That's the first thing. The second thing is that it's very difficult to book a lot of the higher profile guests. And some of the excuses will be like, we don't really do debate content, and then I'll see them do debate content. Or, they can't make this date, but then they can't make any date. And instead of just saying no, they kind of drag us along, which then, And a lot of the bigger guests that we wanted to get, we just couldn't this time. And since this is the last Hippy Dippy, and election season is basically over, I don't care if I say this. A lot of this ended up, and since Hippy Dippy.
Okay, I think this is what we're watching for. Okay.
I don't care if I say this. A lot of this ended up, and since Hippy Dippy's over, and we only got 5 days to the elections over, I am more than comfortable saying this. A lot of this is the fault of Progressive Victory. Progressive Victory convinced me in a sit-down dinner meeting to relaunch the show.
So what happened to not giving direct content suggestions? What happened to that? I thought Progressive Victory didn't try and influence or suggest specific types of content or specific talking points. I thought it was just like a collaborative group meeting where everyone said what they thought with no expectations. That was what I was told for months, for like 6 fucking months, for like 12 fucking months.
I never talked about this publicly because I want them to do good for the elections, but the election's basically over. So I think it's okay to talk about it now, and people can say whatever they want. But they convinced me, they sat me down for dinner, the leader of Progressive Victory, and convinced me to relaunch the show. I was not going to relaunch the show. But then when they tried to convince me over like crab soup in Baltimore, when they tried to convince me of that, I was saying like all the things that would stop me from doing it. And the biggest thing was labor, is that I am going to battle and recording war. You know, that is extremely stressful. I mean, like today I had a gun pointed at me. Like somebody was threatening to shoot me today. Like, because it's just, I think that's something that, you know, takes up your time, right? And if I'm going to be dealing with that type of stuff.
Right, literally no one gives a fuck about your gay war journalism, bro.
And I'm going to be dealing with that.
I'm sorry, like, who would watch Dylan Burns' war journalism over just, like, CNN or AP?
That stuff, you know, every other day or constantly, sometimes like week by week. I'm going to need help with labor. And Progressive Victory said they would provide that to me. Then they did not. And honestly, this had to...
Wait, hello, Cam Nuggets. Wait, they didn't give him what they said they'd give him? That's funny. That's awesome.
I think that's something that, you know, takes up your time, right? And if I'm going to be dealing with that type of stuff, and I'm going to be dealing with that stuff, you know, every other day or constantly, sometimes like
an unreleased Cam Nuggets Gamma debate. Maybe. How long is it?
Week by week. I'm going to need help with labor. And Progressive Victory said they would provide that to me. Then they did not. And honestly, this had to do with leadership changes in the organization, where the previous leader thought there was value in sponsoring these types of shows in order to create more dialogue in the space and try to sponsor the space, where the new leadership did not value that as much and did not think that was the priority of the organization.
Yes. Dude. Yes.
By week. I'm going to need help with labor. And Progressive Victory said they would provide that to me. Then they did not. And honestly, this had to do with leadership changes in the organization, where the previous leader thought there was value in sponsoring these types of shows in order to...
So, I mean, Sam is still there. Sam was there at the start. Sam's there now. You know who did change? You know who did go? Who did think that Twitch poll was the way forward? Yeah, it was Brianna Wu. Yeah, it was Brianna Wu. So Brianna Wu getting booted out fucked over Dylan's show. That's awesome. And now we've seen the change. They don't give a fuck about Wick. They don't give a fuck about Dylan Burns. They haven't given a fuck about any of these people for ages. They've been fucking chilling with NMP LOL, Pokimane, Sakuno. Those are the PV sponsorships now.
To create more dialogue in the space and try to sponsor the space, where the new leadership did not value that as much and did not think that was the priority of the organization. And so it was given compensation and we cut it. And it was canceled like right up to the buzzer. And, you know, I could have wished that they could have like stayed with us, but once they cut it, I lost the labor. I lost the potential guests that they would help bring on, which was another thing I asked, that if we're going to do this, I want to have big guests, you know? I want to have big guests if we're going to do this, because I don't want to just do this and have all the same guests. And all these things were promised to me or said they...
Destiny was never really crazy involved in Progressive Victory. They just were offering to help out with all of the logistics of his canvassing stuff. So he just sort of partnered with them. He was never really super on board.
They at least help with, and then it just all like sunk. And I was given, you know, some compensation, but once I had already agreed to do the show, the question was, do I cancel the show and tell all the people that, you know, I was going to do the show that we're not going to do it, or do we go forward with it? And I decided to go forward with it because I didn't want to fall back on a promise with you guys. And so we have been organizing Hippy Dippy through some of the most violent periods of the war in Ukraine. And the only reason we've been able to is because of Danabo's hard work. And I want to give Danabo all the credit.
Dude, it's so funny. Danabo's such a loser, man. He's such a loser. Endless free labor for some gimp online. Some Lego head gimp online. Endless free labor. And he acts like such a fucking big shot about it. Danabo he's the booker for Hippy Dippy. He's just been doing free shit for this retard for years. And tries to act like a big shot because he fucking does it. But just it's never gone anywhere. The show still fucking sucks.
The show is Danabo's show. The show, honestly, is Danabo's first, and then it's mine. He's the one who does recruitment booking. He's the one who does main show booking. He's the one who follows up with guests. He's the one that's diplomatic with a lot of the conservatives that I constantly disagree with in order to get them on. So Danabo gets all of the credit. But when
I don't like Dylan because he's got an inflated ego and he fucking sucks.
We got dropped on getting new guests, when we got dropped for the booking opportunities by PV, the show crumbled. The show crumbled, and not saying the show wasn't any good. I think we had some pretty good panels actually when we came back. The last one I was really happy with, even though that one was booked pretty last second. But once that happened, what my dream was for this like relaunch just like wasn't possible. And so the idea was to like, you know, build up momentum through election season by beginning on these big guests, which would allow us to possibly keep it through non-election season. But once we no longer had those manpower resources, the assets that were promised to be made for the show were not delivered, and so we had to go and pay for assets ourselves. When basically everything that was promised like did not get delivered, and you know there was you know apologies for this profusely. We just had to do it all again ourselves. We just had to do it all again ourselves. And, you know, that really undermined our ability to build up the show we wanted to. So we did our best. And what you see from the last few shows is completely just the work of the old Hippy Dippy staff. People who were drawn back into it for love of the game. And so I'm going to give them all the credit in the world. You know, still support Progressive Victory's actions to get Harris elected. Still support their efforts to get people out to vote. Still support their efforts to go do canvassing. Just really, you know, this really messed up the show's relaunch. And, you know, since the election's also almost over and now the show's basically ending, I felt this was the most appropriate time and not to do it earlier and be a drama monger. And I'm also doing it where we have the least viewership right now because people left, also to try to avoid being a drama monger. But I wanted to provide an explanation for the people that, you know, have been watching and are the most consistent and are still watching right now. And there's your explanation. Yeah. There you go. There you go. What else? Yeah. Oh, also, I think like the space is dead largely, and I mean not like the like there's no political streamers, but when we talk about Twitch poll as it existed when Hippy Dippy,
this a new revelation to you, Dylan?
Was before, it's just not there. And there's people like Nonfron, like we had on today, who I think could be a future of a potential space. But the Twitch politics space is the Hasanosphere. And the Hasanosphere, to be blunt, is not good at taking critique, not good at doing debates. And I'm not saying like they're all the devil or whatever. I'm just saying that this is definitely not their vibe. And so we had to go into try to find other people outside that sphere to bring on.
Typical progressives, if they have to do the work, the project fails. Lol.
Pay for the $5, Nate.
And, you know, it was more difficult. It was more difficult for that reason. So I feel like the panel space, at least for the time being, has been ceded to TV and Piers Morgan, at least. But hey, that means I get to concentrate more on my war journalism. That means Danabo gets to concentrate more on his family and his work.
Sorry, what? Is this guy retarded? The panel space has been ceded. Dude, there's still there is still room for panels that aren't fucking Piers Morgan. You can't get Mehdi Hassan. You can't get fucking you can't get Destiny at this point, let's be serious. You can't get Candace Owens. That's not happening. That ain't happening. They're way too famous for you. You can get like tomfoolery. You can get Joe Lewis. Maybe if you're lucky, you can get one of Destiny's bigger YouTuber friends. Like, you can get him to call in a favor and get one of his YouTuber friends on. You can get Pisco on. You can get Ruminate, not Mythic Politics, it's another old guy. Ruminate, what's the other name? Pondering Politics. You can get Dan, maybe. Stardust. No, he couldn't get Vosh. But this is the thing, exactly, but he wouldn't have someone like me on. He wouldn't have me on. Because I was, first of all, antagonistic to Progressive Victory. I'm too mean to them all. I'm too mean to them all. So as much as he sits there and will be like, you know, the Hassan sphere, don't take criticism. Neither do these guys. If you're mean to these guys, they cry too. They cried about Andrew Wilson whenever they brought him on. Wick was absolutely traumatized by me. Danabo, probably also not a fan. I'm not a fan of him either. It's very, very embarrassing the way he is. But yeah, they will never have good content. They hate good content.
On all their stuff. So, you know, there's positives.
Canova Kingamon got a tier 2 subscription. Sucks that keeps happening, but understandable with constant disrespect. Going to miss it, but you shouldn't have to deal with the canceling in PV.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I wish PV all the best in this election. Yeah. Kenova Kingamon, thank you so much for the tier 2 sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been a tough few months. Yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough. It's been tough. Ukraine much more important than the debate panel. I mean, yeah, obviously. But you know, this was a fun show. You know, the show got me housed when I was homeless. So I mean, you know, it's got a special little place here. A special little place there. I know a lot of you guys enjoyed it. So do the Piers Morgan format, Dylan. I don't know what you mean by do the Piers Morgan format.
Siren gifted 5 tier 1 subscriptions. Thank you for the hard work.
Well, what do you mean you don't know? Wait. You don't know what you mean by the Piers Morgan format? Maybe try not having 10 people on, not having it last 3 hours, having rapid fire interjections about a current trending topic. Maybe? You really can't figure that one out, you fucking retard. This is the self-proclaimed Vince McMahon of Twitch poll, okay? Can't fucking figure out what the Piers Morgan format is. Can't figure out why it works. Baffling stuff. Crazy stuff.
Danabo.
Yep, thank you, Danabo. Absolutely. Zirin, thank you so much for the 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Kenovo Kingamon, thank you so much for the tier 2. Yeah, all the credit goes to Danabo. And don't say do the Piers Morgan format. As Danabo said in chat, Piers Morgan does our format, okay? Piers Morgan does our format. Okay. I don't have anything else to say.
Piers Morgan does not do your format. You have fucking 20 people on your panels.
Politicians act in bad faith all the time, right?
No, they don't. Nope.
But also, like,
why is this 2 hours long?
It wasn't a good metaphor for the situation, obviously, because there was a military coup as opposed to like, you know, somebody trying to like use or manipulate laws to keep themselves in power. Obviously, it's fundamentally different. So, yeah.
Okay, and now we're going to send it over to Pondering to wrap us up.
Yeah, so appreciate this last second edition. Is great interacting with AJW, Lauren.
Wait, 1 second, I do.
Oh yeah, look here. So like, it was actually a bigger panel. I just don't know why it's so long. You just want it to be good content. You want it to be quick. Interject, keep them fighting, constantly bring up points where they're going to disagree, impugn the character of your guests, keep them arguing. Anyway, this carrying on from last night. Obviously, we covered Dylan's little whinge about the Hippy Dippy ending, about the fact Progressive Victory offered him some money and then didn't follow up, offered him some labor, didn't follow up. And basically, I think the conclusion we came to was that this meeting, this encouragement to create a new Hippy Dippy, probably happened before Brianna Wu left or shortly after, when Progressive Victory were more oriented around trying to breathe life into the slums of Twitch poll. The Wicks, the Zanderhalls, you know, these types. The Wicks, the Zanderhalls, like, who else was getting on the payroll? Hunter Avalone. Like, if there's someone who just who has a whole channel dedicated to politics, who has no business talking about politics, that Progressive Victory were paying them, okay? Progressive Victory were paying them. So they pulled off of that idea. They gave up on that. They ended up moving more towards their new strategy, which is doing stuff like sponsoring the biggest problem in the universe to promote Trump. And what was the other one? Oh, yeah, they got Bernie Sanders on a stream with Pokimane and Saikuno and Raj Patel. That was it. So they're moving for the bigger guys now, okay? They're moving in for the bigger guys. They don't care about the Wicks. They don't care about Hunter Avalon's divorced ass. They don't care about Xander Hall starving to death in his fucking basement. They don't care. They don't care. Moved away from that stuff now. So Hippy Dippy got its funding pulled. And Danabo put out a big tweet thread talking about how he feels about the end of Hippy Dippy. So let's read it. Obviously, in fact, we may even... Look. Have we got... While I'm reading this tweet thread, can someone find me the old Danabo drama or something from the old Danabo drama where he was saying that Chud can barely afford a pot noodle? If anyone can find that, that'd be hugely appreciated. And we'll take a look at that with this. So, let's read. Bittersweet Hippy Dippy tonight. There's a part at the end where Dylan talks about being the last Hippy Dippy. The last time he said this, I knew I was bringing it back one day. This time felt more final. I'm going to have to pull these tweets up individually. Very cringe. I think about all the friends we made and the community we helped build over the years. There's a part of me that doesn't want to stop, but I know I'm neglecting other parts of my life when I put so much time into booking and scheduling. This guy, like, was begging... He's, like, literally panhandling off the Hippy Dippy, by the way. Panhandling, because Dylan doesn't pay him. He does, like, he claims he does all the work, and Dylan wasn't paying him. And he still rats around doing it. When he's actually like, it's one thing if you've got the time to do that, but this guy's panhandling for PayPal money to go and see his mother because she was sick, right? Have I got that story correct? Someone who was around? The Dylan VOD is great. I watched the Dylan thing last night, the Hippy Dippy thing. We watched that last night. Yeah, sourcing support was around back in the day. He's saying I'm correct. That's enough for me. Yeah, Danilo was panhandling off the back of the Hippy Dippy recruitment show, asking for PayPal donations to go see his sick mother. Why are you get a job? Why are you spending all your time booking for Dylan Burns? Will I be back? Last time, there was a 90% chance of a return. This time, it feels like 10%. I don't want to let you guys down. I know there's a need for it. There's not a need for the Hippy Dippy. There are people we have on our recruitment show who deserve that extra bump our show provides. What extra bump does Hippy Dippy provide? What extra bump does Hippy Dippy provide? Ever. Especially the recruitment show.
Powerful and continue.
There was some stuff.
Where's the recruitment? This one.
Oh yeah, America should just cut all of its military.
This is the star-studded cast of the well, I mean, it's not meant to be star-studded. This is the recruitment show, okay, guys? This is where dreams are made, all right? You will go big from being on this show. I've seen this guy. I've had this guy's fucking videos recommended to me. Here's like the worst low-rate Destiny skinwalker. Look, they don't even link their channels. They don't even link the people's channel. How am I meant to find these people?
Spending. We should not do any more wars, guys, and we should just like make poor people better. Oh, thank you, Almighty Lord, that you've uncovered the mystery of the universe that has existed for the last thousands of years. You brain dead chimp. The reality is,
you know what's crazy about you? No, Danabo, I'm gonna break the wall. I'm gonna break the wall. You looking dumb right now, bro. You looking dumb to everybody. You're looking dumb. I'm just letting you know right now, it's not looking good for you. It's not looking good for you. It don't matter how you think you feel. I'm telling you the truth. Like, it's not looking good for you.
I know this works for you with everybody else.
I'm gonna give you both.
Well, I didn't even know Dylan didn't host a recruitment show. Yeah, Dylan never hosted the recruitment show. It used to be hosted by like Danabo and Mr. Geek. And now it's hosted by Westside Tyler. And Mr. Geek and Danabo does like a live watch. He does like what does he call it again? He calls it like the skybox or something. The idea is he's like the he's the scout, the talent scout, and he watches the recruitment show live on another channel. And he's saying like, oh, who's like the who's the up and coming big players in the it's so bad. It just makes me cringe out of my fucking skin. How do any of these people think this is gonna help?
Dylan attempted suicide once, but as the great Neville Chamberlain said, if at first you don't succeed.
Yeah, thank you, Doobie. Welcome back, by the way. Welcome back, Doobie. Thank you for the $4.20.
You're both getting 5 for fighting.
My intro is 10 seconds long. Money is fake. That's my answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Hippy Dippy recruitment. Ladies and gentlemen,
Theys and thembies, reds and blues and pick-me's too. Welcome back to the Hippy Dippy Recruitment Show with me, your host, Westside Tyler. It's October 2024, and we're bringing you another 2.5 hours of the hot.
I wanted to see their channels. I wanted to see their channels, but they haven't linked them. Oh, it's this guy. This is the guy. This is the guy, right? Yeah. It's just straight up like Destiny Vosh content, like all the way through. Wait, I thought you got struck for reacting to this stuff. Wait, you can really just react to the Jubilee stuff? Okay.
Down, drag out, big panel debate, you know and love. Today's topics include: does the latest jobs report indicate a strong economic recovery? Fun topic. Is candy corn good? And should the U.S. prioritize military spending over social programs? We're going to be getting an hour for the major topics of the day, a half hour for the minor topics.
So again, it's so crazy. They all, like, people lament, even Chuds was saying this, that the panel shows can't work. Nobody is actually even attempting to make a panel show work. Why the fuck? Okay, look, this landscape has totally changed, okay? Back when Dylan Burns was doing this stuff, the Hippy Dippy originally, you gotta think, right? This was like a totally different landscape. It's right after the death of internet blood sports, right? That IBS has died. Ethan Ralph's banned on YouTube. No one's doing these big shit show streams. It's a couple of different panels are competing at the time. It's the Raj show. It's Big Brain Podcast, which is Mindwave's panel show, and Hippy Dippy, all going on around the same time. Raj leaves the space. Raj moves on to doing like dating shows for Minecraft YouTubers. Okay, so now you've got you've got all the political panel show audience. So they had like basically Hippy Dippy had totally untapped, unchecked, free reign over this whole market, and it was COVID. Because Mindwave's dropped his show, and it was COVID. So, yeah, back then, you could just get 10 people on a panel and let it run for 3 hours with a couple topics, and people would watch that. People would show up for that. And they would even show up in spite of Dylan Burns trying to force gay wrestling gimmicks onto it, which is like, dude, I wish I could, I don't even know how to express this properly, but there's two ways of iterating on a format, you know. You can either do retarded gimmick shit, like pretend to be Vince McMahon and send Destiny a wrestling belt, or you can like actually change the formula of the show to be more entertaining moment to moment. You can either like put lipstick on the pig, or you can polish the turd, or you can try and find like, a better product, try and get a better product, better material. And for some reason, Dylan Burns decided to leave the product exactly the same and then just do a bunch of gay wrestling LARP around it. So obviously this shit was going to fail. If you actually wanted to make this work now, you have to look at what the landscape is like now. It is no longer just Dylan Burns doing panels, okay? People want to pretend that no one's doing panels, but people are doing panels. Piers Morgan is doing panels. Jubilee are doing panels. These are the things that you're essentially competing with now. Whatever podcast is a panel. These are the things you're competing with now, okay? And you have to adapt to that market. Piers Morgan has Destiny on every week. You used to have Destiny on every week. Look at these other panel shows and just try and figure out why they're working and you're not. But no attempt has been made for that at all. Piers Morgan, I said this last night, Piers Morgan does 40 minutes, 4 or 5 guests, like 4 topics, 4 questions, sort of 4 or 5 topics or questions. Well, one overarching topic and then 4 or 5 topics or questions within it. And he interjects. If it slows, he interjects. If 2 people are about to fight, he throws fuel on the fire. He gets them fighting. You have to be doing that. People want that quicker. They want to know. They want the shit show. They want the condensed shit show, the screaming match. So you have to be able to facilitate that. But these fucking losers, Dylan Burns, Danabo, Mr. G2EK, want it to be like, we're gonna moderate a productive conversation. We're gonna moderate a productive dialogue. It's really all about productive conversation. No, it's not. It's about getting Destiny to scream at a bunch of fucking black people about why they're wrong about race issues, about why they're being so uppity. That's what people want to see. They don't want to see, what's this guy's name? Non-Fun and fucking Westside Tyler, you know, debating some conservative British Muslim. They're not interested in that. Nobody wants to see that shit.
And our interlocutors will be given, oh shit, fuck.
For 2 fucking hours, for 2.5 hours.
Each individual will be afforded a brief 1 to 2 minute opening statement in the order they were announced, and then we'll hop directly into an open panel. Speakers may be randomly muted throughout the open panel at my discretion to provide other interlocutors time to speak, to control the conversation, or for any other reason I see fit. Finally, each segment will end with a final set of roughly 1 to 2 minute closing speeches. Now, to introduce this episode's wonderful contestants. First, Boss.
Yes, I am the boss, and I stream on Twitch whenever Putin gives me the opportunity to do so, because I do live in Russia. I am Greek, and I sound English, so it's pretty based unless you don't have a VPN. So good luck with that if you ever are in the vicinity. Obviously, when it comes to the jobs report and whether or not am I doing this right? Yeah, am I going straight?
Just talk about about who you are, man.
Cool. So
introduce yourself.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's all
right. Thank you. Yeah. Moving on to Alacrity.
Wow, great start.
Greetings. My name is Alacrity.
Wait, it's Alacrity. Let's go. It's Alacrity. Guys, where's the cute bot video? Where is it? It's this guy.
There.
Hello.
Great. It's a pleasure to be here. I shall woo you with wit and will.
All right, fine. Wait. Oh, damn. He's my type. Shit. Whatever, I guess. All right.
Real ones remember this debate, okay? Real Twitch poll old heads.
So what do you wish to discuss?
Fuck, dude. I don't know. I like how your face looks.
All right, then.
I love you.
You do with Alacrity.
You're so fucking weird. I love it.
Well, I suspected as
I'm
such.
getting a lady boner. You know what a lady boner is?
It's
when her heart goes doki doki and she wants to get to know you more.
All right, then.
Yes. Do you want to introduce yourself to chat?
Yes, I am Alacrity. I have debated people such as Destiny, Perspective Philosophy, Ask Yourself, and many others. You can find my channel under Sam Cedar Debates Alacrity Round 3.
Bro, what?
Oh, I am a political streamer.
What's
my
your
name
thing?
is Alacrity.
Oh, it's just Alacrity?
Yes, Alacrity. Look up Sam Cedar Debates Alacrity Round 3 for my latest
Is it on Twitch?
piece. No, it's on YouTube. I do have a Twitch, but I don't have any videos saved.
Oh, on fucking YouTube? That's harder to shout out. All right, fine. I'll look you up. What's your thing?
I appreciate
Sam Cedar?
Yeah, Sam Cedar Debates Alacrity Round 3.
I would dispatch you with Alacrity.
Alacrity,
Can I call you Alacrity?
If you wish, I will not attempt to obstruct.
So cool.
When do you when do you go like face off with someone? Because I only see like a webcam video, you know? When do you face to face with them? Oh wait.
Yes.
I'm trying to find the right video.
I have several videos. The reason why I gave you that one was because if you just Alacrity, you won't be able to find it yet.
Oh. Round 3.
Yes, round 3. I've called him 3 times now. He didn't post the latest one because, he didn't do so well.
Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, you're gonna have to like
Sam
link it to me,
guys.
dude. Okay, cause what I was expecting was like, okay, you're like on a stream with him or something, and then
He posted his end for the first 2, but that was just my side.
What did you debate? Do you want to debate me?
Oh yes. What is your strongest subject?
Nothing, dude. I don't know anything. Dude, my brain's so fucking small. Just make me laugh, and then you'll get poontang if you could make a girl laugh there.
Oh, well, here's a joke. What did the spelling teacher say to the kid who fell?
Spell it. IT.
U-O-K. That's the best joke ever.
Oh, I see. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put you and I together.
Well, all right then.
The autism laugh.
I love it.
I love it.
How much poon do you get, dude?
I must say that I'd rather not reveal that.
How much?
Forgive.
How many? Peen? How much peen or poon do you get?
Not as many as you'd think, as you'd see. I am fairly conservative in that regard for several reasons, but I wish not to detail it, for I believe it will detract from my general allure as of this time.
It's okay. I like virgins. You know?
All right.
Okay. Wait, unless you're like ace or something, right?
I don't know what that means.
Like asexual?
No. I simply am not focused on it at the time.
Oh, okay. So, like, how often do you just, like, go at it on yourself? Because, you know, people, this is a biological need that we have, right? Unless your libido is, like, significantly lower. You know what I mean?
Not that, actually, This is rather interesting. I've never been asked this before. Not quite sure how to respond.
You with a number, my friend.
Oh, guys, I haven't showed yet. Okay, I need to beg for likes so I end up like Xanderhor. Okay, guys, 343 people here right now. Okay, 65 likes on the stream. If some of those 280 or so people could just leave a like on the stream, move the cursor thumbs up or press thumbs up on the mobile device, that'd be hugely appreciated. Now, if you want to take your support further, you can do so by donating directly through the Stream Elements link in the pinned chat message. You can also buy a membership to the channel, gift a membership to the channel, gift a whole bunch of memberships randomly throughout the chat. Buy a super chat, which will highlight a message to read out on TTS, or buy a super sticker, which is a YouTube image or GIF that will be highlighted in chat that they'll describe to you. You can go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, or reddit.com/r/Kuihman. Thank you.
Friend. Hello? With a number.
Oh, what did you say? I did not give me.
I said, oi wink, how many times a day do you wink?
Oh, yeah. Again, that's another thing I wish not to disclose. Like, I've debated whether or not I should reveal that, but just for purposes of general propriety.
But you've watched my stream before? You've watched my stream before?
No.
You've never watched my stream before. And you just waltzed on in there and you're like, I want to fucking debate. You know, I debated Destiny before.
Yo, thank you for the gifted queue. I don't know if I've seen the Sam Cedar one before. I've actually looked it up. I'm actually looking for it on YouTube. But I don't see it. I don't see it.
I am Alacrity from Alabama.
Oh, hey, here we go.
I am Alacrity from Alabama, and I shall be swift.
Alacrity from
Dude, that line so based. I'm Alacrity, and I will be swift. Oh my god, he's so fucking cool, man.
I am Alacrity from Alabama, and I shall be swift.
Alacrity from Alabama. Swift
Yeah.
Alacrity, okay?
Yes. So I watched your Yaron versus Peter debate. I watched it. And I just wanted to ask you a point. Can you hear me?
Yes, it's your own, I believe is.
Is this him too?
Listen to you. I'm a libertarian.
No. Oh, that's not him. Oh, wait, I found his channel. Wait, I've got his channel.
Where are you calling from?
Is this me?
Yes, it is you. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
I am Alacrity from Alabama, and I shall be swift. I watched...
Alacrity from Alabama.
Yes.
Swift Alacrity, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so that's that same intro about this one.
Is this me? I am Alacrity from Alabama, and I have returned, Mr. Cedar.
You've returned to where?
To this show. Anyway.
Okay.
I wish to address something that... I just wanted to say two things. One, I addressed some of the points made in your show. It's on your Majority Report Reddit. I don't know if you saw it, but I just wanted to say that. And two, I wanted to address something that you said towards the end of the show last week when I called. So you mentioned the...
Okay, what was he saying around through? I just want to hear his intros. I just like hearing his intros.
From you are the final call of the day.
I am delighted. I am Alacrity from Alabama. So, Mr. Cedar, today I wanted to...
Wait, did Sam just groan? Did I just hear Sam groan?
The day.
I am delighted. I am Alacrity from Alabama.
Dude. The most this fucking guy again sigh you've literally ever heard.
So, Mr. Cedar, today I wanted to... Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah?
Can you hear me? Oh, yes? Oh, okay. All right. So, today I just wanted to change it up a little bit. I'd like to advance a topic that you sort of brought up indirectly last time. And it's a potential reason for... Oh, yes, last time. I called you last time about the minimum wage. Forgive me. I remember it, but obviously you wouldn't because you deal with a lot more people. Oh, okay.
It's just a visceral reaction to your call. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. And this is the second time I've been the last caller, by the way. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about zoning laws, because you alluded to last time during the minimum wage call that one of the things facing many people today is just increased housing costs and inability to pay rent. So I just wanted to get your take on zoning laws, because in economics, both left and right, many economists agree that zoning laws are detrimental to housing costs and play a great role in...
Are zoning laws detrimental, or are the specific nature, the specific laws that are passed under the rubric of zoning laws?
No, zoning laws. Like
you could also just say laws are detrimental, right?
No, actually zoning...
Is this... Have I found the Destiny one here as well?
You have...
Yeah. Wait. Okay, last one. Last Alacrity thing.
You have no idea what I've gone through to try to get here.
Oh, man.
I will get straight to the point.
Okay.
I have created a new philosophy, and I wish to present it to you. I will dispatch your arguments with alacrity. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, go for it.
Dude, this went so fucking hard. Oh my god. I remember seeing this shit live.
It's spamming me on Discord now.
Hey, that guy's probably mentally ill.
You have... Please tell Vouch about me.
Okay, that Deus guy's spamming me on Discord now.
Hey, that guy's probably mentally ill.
What does he want to argue
about? I'll pull him in.
I don't know, but New Salsa and Dumb my chat are like, oh, he wants to debate you, and then he's like not even in a chat, so...
I'll pull him in, hold on.
Good luck.
I pulled him in once already.
All New Salsa does is salsa dance and talk about shoes.
Smoke crack.
What the f***? Mootin'?
What?
Well, I didn't know that.
He doesn't actually. Alright, welcome Deus.
Sorry, I've never done this before, so...
we can tell.
Wait, hold on real quick. Can you add a few more things to your Discord name? Like a few more numbers and symbols?
Yes, that's a long story. Destiny, is this you?
That the one and only, yeah.
You have no idea what I've gone through to try to get here.
Oh, man.
I will get straight to the point.
Okay.
I have created a new philosophy, and I wish to present it to you. I will dispatch your arguments with alacrity. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so my philosophy is best summarized in one axiom. You see, I have one primary axiom. It is the preservation and expansion of possibilities. That is the only thing that should be striven for. And the reason why I say that is because the way that my philosophy works is you conceptualize all different kinds of phenomena as possibilities. So here's an example for how to use my moral system. You have say you're in a white room, and the only choice you can make is whether or not to smash a ladybug. Are you following?
I'm following.
Okay. So, when you do that, when you decide whether or not to do that, to be clear, this is the only choice you can make, and the purpose of this hypothetical is to just illustrate how much...
Okay, we get it, man. We get it. So they've got alacrity on this panel.
Come out of retirement from about...
Yep, that's it. That's
all right, thank you. Moving on to alacrity.
Why does it look like he's in like either a uni library or an office?
Greetings, my name is Alacrity. I've come out of retirement for about 2 years. You can find me on Alacrity77 YouTube. You just look up Sam Sear Debates Alacrity. I'm not terribly large yet. And I will cede the floor for whoever else wishes to speak. I believe that is brief enough.
Okay, moving on.
Okay. Man, a few words. Very awesome. Very awesome. Sorry, yeah, we were reading the Danabo tweets. That's where we were. Let's finish it. Okay, so will I be back? Last time there was a 90% chance of a return. This time it feels like 10%. I don't want to let you guys down. I know there's a need for it. There are people we have on our recruitment show who deserve that extra bump our show provides. So I mean, yeah, I agree. Alacrity does deserve more attention. But you ain't getting it from the Hippy Dippy recruitment show. That's for fucking sure. That's for fucking certain. What's been on Sam Cedar and still hasn't made it? And there are people who just don't interact if our space isn't there. We ran our show by the motto, a rising tide lifts all boats, and I truly believe in that. Each guest we featured, and each debate we hosted, created opportunities for so many in our communities. No, it didn't. Maybe like a couple of people got linked up with Vosh or Destiny and then managed to build small careers off of that. Maybe. It's hard to walk away knowing the impact we've had and the connections we've fostered. But I also recognize that taking care of myself and my family is just as important. Maybe this isn't the end. Maybe it's just a transformation. What? It's taking you this long to realize that? You probably should have realized this when you were panhandling for PayPal donations. Hippy Dippy will always be with me. And while I may step back, the lessons and friendships will endure. I'll cherish every moment, every laugh, and every debate we've shared. Thank you for all being a part of this journey. No matter where it leads, you've made it unforgettable. When did you leave for Ukraine? Don't know, ages ago. His wife hates Hippy Dippy. Danabo's got a wife. Poor fucking woman. Alright, so this has got... So what we've got here, okay, is... This is an old piece of drama, guys, okay? Old heads remember. Old chud enjoyers. It's like 2.5 years ago now. Okay? This was great fun when it happened. This was great fun. Basically, what happened here was Danabo decided... We might just go through some of it. Danabo decided he'd pop off on his stream about how, like, all streamers are poor, how no one makes it in streaming, how Chud's poor, Chud can barely afford a pot noodle. Obviously, it's very funny looking back, because Chud's probably, like, close to tripled in viewership, maybe even tripled in viewership, or more, in this time. And yeah, like, these people like retard loser Rhizome in chat. Oh, man. It's just, like, so crazy looking back. Look at all the fucking failures that kicked around back then, man. It's so crazy. Why did anyone like Danabo talk crazy to them? Anyway, let's take a look at some of this. This was so bad. Let's do some vintage drama.
Okay, Ryzen, I'll watch your combo after this. But don't fucking speak to me about drama that you don't know anything about. Get the fuck...
Okay, this is like... Alright, this has got so much context to it. So Danabo here is reacting to a video where Chud basically got in a fight with I'm Really Important because I'm Really Important was crying that you should be nicer to smaller streamers or some shit. I will remind you, this is the same I'm Really Important who slandered Kilo as a pedophile, slandered me as a transphobe, as I'm Really Important, star of my favorite music video, Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring, who slandered me as a transphobe, crushing me, crushing my spirit, crushing my soul, my favorite music video star, completely fucked me, but he was so mean to me, so horrible. And not only that, but he told Chud to be nice to people, but then this one time, who was it? It was like Erisan or something. Was it Erisan? Went into his chat, and IRI starts popping off like, your Destiny's fucking, you're ran through by Destiny, Destiny's used goods. Get out of my chat, you nasty bitch, or some fucking crazy shit. He went fucking crazy at her. So this IRI guy is like a crazy, crazy hypocrite. And like super fragile. But yeah, that's just a slight bit of context to this fight that was going on.
Fuck out of here with that shit, okay? Well, like, go on panels and talk about it, okay? If you're gonna talk about it, at least do the fucking due diligence, do the research, okay? Fuck me, this is so annoying.
This is so funny, right?
Man, and like not bully them out of the space.
I'm not gonna extend the olive branch.
You know, okay, you know why this is so funny, right? IRI and Chud Logic come in a minute and start arguing about how they're shitting on small streamers and shitting on small streamers are bad. They are both tiny streamers. No one knows who you are, Chud. No one knows who you are. I'm really important. You're not important. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows who you are, Chud. You're both tiny streamers in a big pond. You're absolutely nothing. Nobody knows about you. Outspace is irrelevant. We're like 0.0000000.
Well, yeah, Danabo's space, the Hippy Dippy space, certainly is fucking irrelevant. That is true. That is true.
0.05% of the Twitch space. We've got such a tiny community.
This has got to be a. I don't know. I feel like Danabo's just baiting for like, you know. I feel like he's just baiting.
Like, what would Yeah. Look. Okay, dude, it's so funny. It's so funny because Chud back then was basically eclipsing almost all of Twitch poll. It's so funny looking back on this now that I'm like the same size as Chud was back then. Again, I've never been on these fucking panels. I've never been on these gay fucking panels. I've never been accepted into the Twitch poll clicks. Okay, never, at no point. And yet they wanted to all act like, oh, panels are how you get noticed. Panels are how people get noticed. It's just so crazy. Just seeing Danabo popping off like this. Seeming so like he knows everything, man. Oh my
waiting
god.
for a reaction. The thing is yeah, I don't claim to be like a fucking massive streamer. In like the, you know, I constantly talk about how like, you know, like the relativeness of this space and it is small, right? But like, yeah, if you're like a 5 to 10 viewer Andy, right? Yes, obviously.
No, someone in chat just said Chud's he was like 400 to 500. Someone's saying there. About 400 to 500. I think maybe that might even be overestimating it. I feel like back when this was like 400, the 400 era. I think Chud started. My recollection was that Chud was on like 400 on Twitch, and he would do like YouTube streams on Saturday, which would always be like 600, 700, and everyone was begging him to switch to YouTube for a very long time. I thought that's the sort of era this was. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure. You know, Bug and Stylo and everyone that were around back then. This was 26th of April, 2022.
To the space and trying to tell someone that's got hundreds of viewers is fucking annoying. That's the whole point. I feel like Danabo is just being obnoxious just to bait a reaction to get an argument or something. I don't fucking.
About 2.5 years ago, 350, 400 average. YouTube didn't get that high and was super rare. There was a point when he was doing the YouTube Saturday streams where YouTube would always be like 200 viewers above his daily, like day-to-day Twitch views. I remember that.
Fucking no.
I don't know where this inflated sense of ego comes from. That once you get 100, 200 viewers.
Wait, what? I haven't got a fucking ego. It's the small streamers that have got the ego. I don't have a fucking ego. Jesus.
You can start giving recommendations to people with 5 to 10 viewers.
That's, that's 2023. This is 2022.
Doing. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, otherwise you would be in the thousands. You've got a couple of hundred
April 2022.
You can barely make a minimum wage. You're fucking living on McDonald's and DoorDash every night. You sleep in the one fucking bedroom.
Danaber hasn't got a fucking clue what he's talking about either.
Dude, like this is it. Is he's popping off about Chud's got no money. Oh my god.
Like, you know what the fuck you're doing. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, otherwise you would be in the thousands. You've got a couple of hundred viewers. You can barely make a minimum wage. You're fucking living on McDonald's and DoorDash every night. You sleep in the one fucking bedroom.
Danaber hasn't got a fucking clue what he's talking about either.
It's like, yeah, age so fucking horrendous.
What about? He doesn't like my life at all. I don't make minimum wage. What's he talking about? Jesus. Listen, if you want to talk about not knowing how to stream, talk about this shitty fucking whatever this chroma shit is. Jesus.
Apartment. Your bed is behind most of you. Like, you've got one bedroom. Most streamers, you've got one bedroom, and it's your office, and it's your kitchen. Your bedroom is your office and your kitchen.
Yeah, it's the first part of the J-Rig video.
You can't afford a haircut. Stop giving advice to people. None of you should be giving advice. If there's anybody I'm going to be taking advice on, it's not.
To be fair, we all used to lay into Chud for being a bed sit. When you got it, dude. Real ones remember the bed sit. Well, I mean, he's still in the same place. When he got his new place and everyone was calling it a bed sit. Oh man. I say everyone, I mean like me and Stylo.
Any of you 1 to 200 viewer streamers? Right?
Wait. I'm not giving it. Listen, I'm not like. Listen, it's not about me giving advice to someone not listening. It's someone that's got no viewers that's trying to tell everyone else what's what. That's what I take issue with. What the fuck is he? He literally has got no fucking clue what he's talking about. Okay, another fucking moron stepping into the drama without a single clue what they're on about. Fucking hell! What is wrong with these idiots?
None of you.
Which when somebody fucking burns it away.
I would wonder
saying,
if
like,
there's...
why even pay attention?
I would wonder though
because
if there's like
motivation
for small content creators to actually like intentionally try to drama farm with larger content creators because they know that
Drama farm with larger content creators. None of you are larger content creators. None of you have got the ability to drama farm with large content creators.
What?
they'll get their audience to watch.
Dude, it's so fucking crazy how fucking badly it's aged.
Because they
like
drop
motivation
names into it.
Motivation
So
for small
crazy.
content creators to actually like intentionally try to drama farm with larger content creators because they know that
Drama farm with larger content creators. None of you are larger content creators. None of you have got the ability to drama farm with large content creators.
Dude, Dandabo's so stupid, man. Dandabo's so fucking stupid. He's making Erudite sound smart. How? How is he making Erudite sound smart? She said drama farm with larger content creators. That doesn't mean drama farm fucking moist critical. Doesn't mean get moist critical to respond to you. That's not what she's fucking saying there, is it? Larger than you are. When you're 0 subs, fucking 3k sub people, 10k sub people aren't actually very far out of your reach. Also, I had to reset my goal. Whoops, I haven't reset in a couple of days. Here we go.
they'll get their audience to watch them while they're kind of drama mongering.
Yeah.
That would be my main concern, is if that behavior is
play
getting like
into it.
incentivized and like motivated, because that's shitty behavior.
100%. Well, we play into it, but none of them build a successful.
Who's we? You're not big content creators.
That because they don't know how to maintain it because nobody sticks around.
You don't know how to maintain it. You've only got 100 viewers, Rhizome. Sorry, Rhizome.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Rhizome owned, Rhizome felted, Rhizome feast. Where's Rhizome Solino? Where's Rhizome Solino? Let me check Rhizome's numbers right now. Ooh, 196 average viewers right now, last 90 days. 30 days, 205. Where was he back then? Where was he back then? What was he at back in 2022? The same viewership, 196 average. Totally stagnant for 2 years. No, Leah HCIC has been gone for a long time.
I know you're proud of your achievement of getting 100 viewers.
Rhizome schizophrenic trans oiler.
But you can't live off it. It's not sustainable.
Jesus fucking hell. What?
So fat loser Rhizome, the only one felted by Danabo here.
Danabo being such a fucking retard, seriously. Like, Rhizome has done a fucking amazing job. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So Rhizome was like a 10-15 viewer Andy for absolutely ages, right? He was like a 10-15 viewer Andy for absolutely fucking ages.
And then
he realised he wasn't getting anywhere, so he took some time away and he came back. And he's grown his stream from basically nothing to like 100, 150 viewers in like a couple of months, which is an absolutely phenomenal achievement. But Danabo doesn't know any of this.
It's not so phenomenal if you never get past that. Fucking 2.5 years later, though, is it? Not so phenomenal when you look at it 2 years later and he's gone nowhere.
He's you know, making stupid points, presumably just for some sort of attention. He doesn't know what the fuck he's on about. Like, what is he going on about? Rhizome is a fucking teacher full time. He does
Not anymore.
This in
He
his
quit
spare
that.
time.
Not anymore. He quit that because he was going full time on it.
Jesus Christ, what is going on? Is this just an attention thing? Why would he come onto the internet and publicly say things so fucking stupid that demonstrate he doesn't know what he's talking about?
Chud Logic, with his 500 to 600 viewers, it may be making enough to like pay his rent, but he's not having a happy life. He's not going on vacations every day.
Oh, dude, this was it. Oh my god.
Logic, with his 500 to 600 viewers, it may be making enough to like pay his rent. But he's not having a happy life. He's not going on vacations every day, every week.
Oh my god, this is fucking unreal. What a fucking piece of...
It's also just totally delusional. Like, I'm sorry, but like 500, 600 viewers, you're probably making a decent income. Like, well, I mean, I've got less than that, and I'll be real, like this is, like, I make more from this than I have at any job I've worked. So, I'm only at 250 average. you know. So I feel like 500, 600, you'll do fine. You'll do fine.
Shit, how fucking dare he talk about my personal life like this? Is he just doing this for attention? Is he just doing this for attention? How fucking dare he? What the fuck? Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Acting like he knows about my fucking life. Get the fuck out of here.
He's not living a life of luxury. He's barely scraping by. And he's one ban away from fucking bankruptcy. All of you are one ban away from bankruptcy. Especially the Americans, right? Because the Americans don't even have fucking healthcare. At least Chud Logic over there, who's sitting there with his 500 viewers, has got fucking healthcare. You Americans are fucking fucked.
11 viewers. The other day he was at 50. He was talking up a big game like, look, they thought I was not going to grow. I'm growing. No, because when you go back.
Congrats, but have you considered being an underwater welder? Following in Repsion's path. A real inspirational case.
Back to your original content. People aren't fucking here for that.
That's the same for everybody.
If they were making good content, they would see growth from it.
It's funny considering how many times that Dylan has been demonetized. Yeah, I don't know that if Danabo was the person doing this. My understanding is whoever Dylan's editor is kind of responsible for all of that. They were making some crazy thumbnails that featured stuff too warish, you know, going too wild with the thumbnails. And I had heard that Danabo might be the editor at one point, so. It is kind of funny how much Dylan's been demonetized. Looking at this,
you're all gonna end up as Bad Bunnies.
But you're just giving them attention.
Do you think that we should treat
attention wore off?
They're giving attention to the small streamers. Why are you giving attention?
What? Wait, why is he acting? I'm fucking bemused. Why is he acting like he knows my fucking income and my fucking life and what's going on? Jesus, it's fucking weird.
To the small streamers, because we're all small streamers. Me at 10 viewers, you at 1,000 viewers. We're practically the same person.
Should small content?
Is that a serious point? That if you've got 10 viewers, that's the same as having 100 viewers. That's the same as having 1,000 viewers. That's just not true. This is fucking pathetic. If this
Kuihman looks like an AIDS patient. I am an AIDS patient. It's not a death sentence anymore. Bigot. Okay.
This is serious. This is one of the most pathetic displays I've ever seen on Twitch. Jesus Christ. What is he talking about?
Content creators be like
way more attention out of it because
small content creators.
Cool, great.
It is such an inflated sense of fucking self-importance.
No, it's
do you
not.
think that like, right, like small content creators should be like somewhat like protected in this?
Small content, they keep.
No, it's not. There is no sense of self-importance here whatsoever. I absolutely recognize my place in like the ecosystem or whatever, right? My point is really simple. If you're like a failed streamer and you've not really gotten anywhere, or you've got a really small stream that you're struggling to maintain, don't come and fucking try and lecture people that are further along the road than you are. And that's it. That's all I'm saying.
Chud sound like Kanye here. I don't take advice from people less successful than me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Having a Kanye moment.
Welcome. Hey, thanks for the sub.
Why don't they say we? Do you think we should be protected? You're all tiny.
Cool. Why are you so mad about it? You know what?
Wait. What do I care about?
Fucking pathetic. First of all, your fucking pathetic drama is so stupid. Who gives a fuck? You think I'm going to spend time studying that when we got real shit going on in this world? Okay, I'm going to speak on whatever I want.
Don't fucking talk about it then.
Bitch-ass drama
don't fucking
is
talk
first
about
on
it
the
then.
table.
Why are you talking about it if you don't know what you're fucking talking about? Just go and fucking watch NPR and fuck off. What's your problem?
What
True.
loser fucking knows every detail?
We're all losers. Every single person in this space is a loser. And it's your fault.
Of this drama.
Go watch NPR
don't
fuck off.
We all just lost.
Can
I'm
talk
gonna run
about it
my
then.
mouth all I want.
In luxury. None of them. They're part of real
Streamers, look at your a slob. You're
What
sorry, no, you're
me like a
no, you're
small streamers. It's nothing to do with that. What are you on about?
First of all, I come into your stream. You're calling some dude a slob. You're looking at his stats on Sully Gnome. You're saying these failed streamers. Look at your fucking
face.
Not only does it make no real impact in the world, it makes no real impact on Twitch. You know,
you're putting up this small streamer's numbers and making fun of them for being a failure. You're making fun of this small streamer for being a loser. Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
Makes no real impact in the politics section of Twitch. It is far removed from any sort of impact. It's giving 5 to 10 people maybe a half decent living. They're not living in luxury. None of them. They're yeah.
Title right now. You're a bull.
What is this thing? I don't understand. When has anyone ever said about living in luxury? I've always been very open about like my my journey through Twitch and how I've gone from, you know, struggling to get by to now being in a position where like
yes, I do remember IRI who mega-lolling me for being smaller because I was criticizing him a few months ago. Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that. What's his? Sorry, if someone look, I am petty. If someone slights me, I am gonna keep an eye on the numbers. What's he at right now? I think my average right now is actually higher than his. What's the average for last 30 days? 230. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I remember IRI. I'll always remember every single time you've slighted me, IRI. I don't think he does your stream anymore. I don't think he does. Let me check his playboard. Yeah, no, he hasn't streamed in ages on YouTube.
You know, I'm actually moving to a bigger place. Things are looking up for me. All this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't think.
Yeah, we're looking at Danabo because Hippy Dippy just ended again, and he put out a big tweet thread crying about how much good they did for the space.
I don't think I've ever kind of like made out like I'm sort of big shot or something. Relevant graph, there's about 2.3 million channels between 0 to 10 viewers in a week and only about 100k channels above it.
What's this?
I don't think I've like made out like I'm sort of big shot or something. Relevant graph, there's about 2.3 million channels between 0 to 10 viewers in a week and only about 100k channels above it. Oh yeah, look. Channels grouped by average views you streamed on Twitch over the past 7 days.
No, like, it's not about vengeance. It's not about vengeance. I'm not sitting here thinking I gotta get IRI, okay? No vengeance. It's just like, if you're gonna say, oh, you're a small fry or whatever the fuck he said. I can't remember even what he fucking said. He said some retarded comment. That wasn't even true at the time. I think even when he said it, I was rivaling or surpassing his average. I don't even know. It's just like so fucking insane. But it's like the second time he's done it. He's done it like multiple times.
I mean, yeah, like it's totally. Listen, even the difference between a 10 viewer Andy and a 100 viewer Andy. Do you know what I mean? That's like to say that these are all the same is literally fucking stupid. You know? Jesus.
Wow, they're there.
It's nice just so weird to me.
Okay.
If he wants to come on stream.
Okay. You're bullying these little fucks. Everybody starts at 0, and you're having a giggle at people failed streaming. That should be.
I'm having a giggle. Alright, you're a failed streamer. Ryzom, you're a failed streamer.
That's true. That's true.
There isn't anyone that's succeeded. Let me think. Mike from PA has succeeded. Mike from PA is a successful streamer. Do you want to be Mike from PA? Do you want to be Mike from PA? The only person we can be taking advice from is from Mike from PA, okay? We should all be Mike.
Wait,
we celebrate.
That's not true at all. What is he on about? Jesus Christ, there's other streamers that stream full time that aren't Mike from PA. I don't know what Danabo. I don't think Danabo understands. Like, you don't need like 3,000 viewers to make a living off of Twitch, you know?
Yeah, we're looking at some of the failed streamer stuff after Danabo's little bitch fell on Twitter earlier.
Talking about Jesus Christ. He's got to be memeing for attention. This has got to be some sort of sad cry for attention. I don't know. But, like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Great. If you fail as a streamer...
IRI's doing well making VODs for Occupy Democrats. Yeah, for the whole next 4 days he's got that job for. When's the election again? When is it? Or tomorrow? Or 2 days? The next 2 days he's got that job for.
Good for you! You tried it, and you learned it's not...
But don't fail for 4 years.
Not for me.
Okay, can you explain to me, okay, the events leading up to me calling that person a slob?
Give a fuck what events led up to it. You have no justification.
So you don't know.
Side.
So you don't know.
You
so you don't know.
What? Did
you
they
don't
call
know.
you a slob too? Why?
Okay, where's this? This is the pot noodle stuff.
Giving that critique to him, fucking Chuddy Big Balls over here with his 500 viewers thinks he can give critique to these tiny streamers when he's barely scraping his pot noodle.
Right? What's all these fucking weird comments about my financial situation as well? That's so fucking weird. Why is he making so many comments about my financial situation?
Chud's poor and owned. He's seething. He's mourning.
What the fuck? What's he on about? I haven't eaten a pot noodle for about a year. Jesus. And I've gained that by knowing the space, by being in the space, by looking at the space, by talking about the space a lot.
Right? I don't want any more lefties. Come on.
The point I'm making is these small streamers...
December 15th is coming around again. Where's Rhizome? So true. So true. Rhizome still has not paid his fucking bet. Isn't that crazy how long it's been? It's been like 2 years, 3 years or some shit, and Rhizome still has not paid the bet that he agreed to pay with DK. He said Spicy Chat would not last 6 months. And here we are, years later. Still going strong. Still powerful.
It's coming from
these small streamers
outside. They've not fucking succeeded themselves.
You've not succeeded, Chud. You've not succeeded.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
They want to come and levy these critiques.
I'm levying a critique.
And they do it in a really sloppy way.
You failed at life.
They do it whilst drinking on stream.
I'm going to take a drink of my Pepsi, alright?
I think it's fucking ridiculous. And it's like, just fuck off. That's my...
Yes, just fuck off.
Perspective.
Yeah, and I say, who gives a fuck? I think the Giga Chad mood is to say, I don't even give a fuck. That's, you know what I mean? Imagine if Hassan brought on every fucking little person that said...
Imagine if Hassan was bringing on these tiny streamers like Chud Logic and I'm really important. Hassan doesn't give a fuck about these tiny streamers.
I'm still banned since the Mr. Goal wipeout. You know, you could probably literally just ask Chud to get unbanned, right? If you were banned in the Mr. Goal wave like 2 years ago.
Something about him? Like, who gives a fuck?
Well, it's an opportunity for them, isn't it?
I don't understand.
Danabo's panels are 8 pay you, Chud.
Thank you, Max, for the $9.99. Thank you. Rape left. Okay.
I don't know how this is so hard for you to understand. Why do you care? You're allowing yourself to care. You're the one who's getting your feelings
because it's funny. He cares because it's funny. That's it.
Hurt by these people. What does it matter?
It doesn't matter. It's funny.
I mean, well, it's just funny. It's content.
There we go, Chud. Yes, this is the correct answer. It's funny.
Obviously, that's a big part of it. Like, I'm making content out of it. I'm not getting my feelings hurt as such. I just like talking shit. If someone talks...
It's funny, okay? That's it.
Shit to me, that's them saying to my mind, I'm going to talk shit at you, you know, and so I'll respond in kind. Like, I you know, it's kind of what I do. I don't know. This is what I do. What I don't understand, like, why you're taking such an...
All right, I'm back.
Okay, so let's follow this up, okay? Let's finish off this little segment here.
Yes, you did.
Because this actually ended up... You know, this whole drama kept going a little bit. And DK actually ended up making a video pointing out that nobody fucking grows from panels. That the only person that grows from a panel is the panel host. It is only good for the panel host's channel. And allows the big streamers to farm their content, farm their big view videos. Let's Destiny get his dunks, let's Vosh get his dunks, and they get their big view video, make their money for the week. And no one else gets anything out of it, which is just like obviously true.
Well, okay, I guess
no, she grew because
probably
she sucking Destiny's cock.
No, John Zerka.
I don't think you can point to the fact that these people are growing because of panels. I don't think Stardust grew because she was going on panels and getting popular off of that. Well, if you're not interesting, then that's one thing, but then you're not going to grow anyway.
Right, that's my entire point. Yeah, and that's what I said. At the end of it, as I said, I think I agree with his overall point.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about the ratio. I'm just saying that lots of people can't. I mean, you could say that about footballers.
Bingo.
There is a problem with ratio.
Bingo on tomfoolery. Tomfoolery bring kids on his show.
Not growing doesn't matter. People can grow in the space.
Out of the space. When they get out of it.
Yeah, so what Danabo's talking about right now...
No, Tom, shut the fuck up, dude. I don't need you to...
Tom, shut the fuck up.
If you know anything about pop culture or mythology, you may have heard about something called an energy vampire, also known as an emotional vampire, a psychic vampire, or for our purposes today,
the classic DK video. Let's get to... Where did DK and Danabo join?
Hello, Thomas. Alright,
that should be good.
I talked about it a little bit, but like I find it so fucking funny that like.
Alright, that should be good.
Is that not lyrics? No, that this is DK editing.
Like, to do that yourself, like you need someone else to do it for you. Like, does Wick do anything? He has bookers, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes he just has people book his shows for him, and he just sits there and fucking
I worked a full-time job, and I didn't even know anybody in Twitch politics. Like, I didn't know a name of a single person except for like Destiny and Vosh, and that was it. So Danabo was the one who got everybody for me.
All right, what are we talking about?
That was super cool, actually. I just, yeah. When Tom first came in on a Prime panel, I recognized he had a good host voice, and I was like, we need a new panel host. Let's do it.
Yeah,
and like instantly,
we were popping off.
I already had the connections doing Hippy Dippy, and instantly all the big names are like, yeah, let's give it a go. Pretty cool.
So do you think, Danabo, do you think the smaller people grow off of Twitch panels?
Yeah, definitely. It's not that they grow.
Advocates for panels. Shocking.
It's the whole space grows. So it's not necessarily the small streamer grows directly. The whole space grows as more people interact.
Who was? We've just had the Hippy Dippy fire back up again. What new eyes, what new viewers were being brought in by the new Hippy Dippy? There was none. I swear, like nothing. There was no rising tide.
Correct, and more audiences interact. The whole space grows.
You said the space was dying, and that like people need to get out.
Yeah, because everyone retreated into their own like fortress and stopped interacting, and it was shit. We was left with no talent.
You advocating for that? You were on like Dylan's side.
No, I was not.
When he came back and he was canceling Hippy Dippy and shit.
The thing for Hippy Dippy was rising tide lifts all ships. That was our plan from the start.
Wait, no, it wasn't, because Dylan said
it was
everyone but except him.
So he was thinking about just giving it up. It wasn't worth it to him at that point.
But then the rising tide doesn't lift all ships.
Not if there's no ships left, no.
What do you mean there's no ships left? There's plenty.
Everybody stopped going on the Hippy Dippy. Like all of the big content creators stopped going, and Destiny got banned from Twitch. Vosh wasn't even on Twitch anymore and wasn't going on panels. What's the girl's name?
So this is the thing, right? There was a thriving politics space on Twitch when Destiny was there. But that wasn't because Destiny was going on the Hippy Dippy. That's because Destiny was there. His viewers were there. They were using Twitch. When Destiny ended, they had to go somewhere. Whether it was who Destiny raided or someone else. But the point is that his audience was on the site. When he's banned from Twitch, his audience is not on the site. They left with him. It was not because he was coming on your fucking panel show.
Just did a Denims doesn't go on panels. Mike from PA doesn't go on panels. Hassan doesn't go on panels. Like all of the biggest content creators just grew up.
Exactly. So all he wants is to have bigger people on his panel so he can grow.
No, and the smaller ones just didn't have the talent. We couldn't keep recycling the good small ones. We had a few of them, but it was becoming weekly the same guests, and it was.
Like,
they still did though.
On you as a booker, if you can't find good people to bring on your panel shows, there's tons of people in Twitch politics
that are good.
Panels and be fiery.
No.
Absolutely. How is Wick doing it right now then?
By not going to Twitch politics.
Dude, it's so crazy. But to think back, DK was holding up Wick as an example of good panels. Jesus Christ. I'm choking. That's too funny. This must have been around when the dog dick panel happened. This must have been when the dog dick panel happened. It must have been around then.
You think the people that Wick brings on his stream are not...
And to be honest, I don't like his show at all, so...
Wait, why? It's the same as Dylan's shit.
No, it's not.
How's it... they're both panels, and they both are...
One was a politics panel, one was a shit.
For those who don't remember, for those who weren't around, Wick once had a panel. Okay, this was like the last drama panel Wick ever did. The last good panel Wick ever put together was when he did a panel on zoophilia, whether zoophilia was morally okay, and they had like Smugbug being pro-zoophilia, Chud being anti-zoophilia. I think there are a couple of other retards like Rhizome or some shit. And then they had this guy called Rhubarb from the Mr. Girl Discord, who midway through the conversation, towards the end of it, for some bizarre reason, decided to announce to everyone that he sucked his dog's dick when he was a kid. And it wasn't because he really wanted, like, he wanted to taste dog dick. He said it was about, It was about a fixate, like the mouth feel, basically, is what he said. It was it was like an oral fixate. It was about the mouth feel, the texture. Yeah. And Wick decided to shut the panel down after that. He like ends it after that. Even though that was like the best, that was like the best Wick panel that was ever put together. It was fucking awesome. It was so good.
Show that talks about fucking dogs.
Wait, the Hippy Dippy Rumble was not a shit show?
No, we never brought like minors on and talked about fucking dogs. No.
No, so
they're two different shows.
Demon Mama wore clown makeup to the panel. That was not a shit flinging show.
It wasn't about fucking dogs, no.
So you think it being about fucking dogs is what puts?
Yeah, one was a politics show. It's like comparing a dating panel to a politics debate. They're two different things. They might both be panels. They might have the category of panel, but they're different things.
So you think Wick's show is like beneath Dylan's because they talk about like social politics and like ethics shit instead of?
No, I'm saying I don't like it.
Politics. Okay, sure. I think they're the same thing. I think you're coping hard.
In the category of panel, yes, but they're
I don't
different
think talking
shows.
about global politics.
Let's just go through this. I might just move.
But...
I don't really want to spend ages watching these whole debates. I just wanted to go through, show people the funniest stuff from the death of Hippy Dippy.
Like a mobile game sponsor or some shit.
Death of panels.
And they made a living.
I would say leech off Destiny until you make it big and then stab him in the back. I think that's what he would say.
Yeah, you don't think Chud could give that same advice?
Not from a place of personal experience. Well, I don't know. No, I don't think.
I mean, he's seen it happen time and time again because he's been in the space. I think just being in the space where these things are happening can give you a pretty good idea of.
A lot of people have stabbed Destiny in the back and still not made it.
Okay, well, this is gay and retarded, yeah. Annabo sucks.
The underlying question.
Let's see this quickly, okay?
Also, what?
I've gotta find. I need to. Where does he admit it in this VOD? I need to see the dog thing. What, dude? When in this does this happen? I need this guy admitting that he sucks his dog's dick.
Oh, there's so many dog fuckers in Eto, your Discord server.
Post hoc.
I'm saying in the case of animals. Yeah, but I'm saying.
Yeah. If they were doing that, I would feel like. What if it was your son? Disappointed if she was gay.
Right, and they have healthy, normal rules, not arbitrary. I mean, I guess you could say orientation is more ingrained.
Arbitrary.
Right, it's harder to change. Like, genuinely,
people. We should focus on the harm, not on the sexuality component.
Yeah, so I don't think that this is really German.
Sexuality.
This person should clearly not be fucking arrested. That'd be ridiculous. You guys want him to be put in a cage.
Sex with any animals.
It's like Vaporeon.
I tasted a dog.
Wait, okay, here we go.
Animal is your animal.
Wait, here we go.
What animal is your animal? It's not dogs and what? Horses?
What? Horses are
I feel like
hot?
it's gonna be
Goats,
foxes.
monkeys,
Fox!
otters?
How'd you not get this? It's a fox in the profile
Can we
picture.
let the zoophile speak, please? So talk to us. What's going on?
Otters are hot.
I could see that.
Have you had sex with any animals?
It's like Vaporeon.
I tasted a dog's penis once, but
How did it taste?
How did it taste?
it
Yeah.
wasn't
Dude.
sexual.
It was.
Have you had sex with any animals?
It's like Vaporeon.
I tasted a dog's penis once, but
How did it taste?
How did it taste?
it
Yeah.
wasn't sexual.
It tasted a dog's penis once, but it wasn't sexual, guys. Okay.
It wasn't you.
Okay.
You non-sexually licked the dog's penis.
Dude. This was actually goated content, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when Wick had promise, when Wick actually could put on a half-decent show.
Non-sexually. How does one do that non-sexually?
Oh my god, he's neurodivergent. He has a fixation.
Come on, listen. This
I
ain't shaming.
go neurodivergent on this Discord, you know.
Lactoid, don't you want to celebrate? Isn't this beautiful? Listening to him describe these glorious, beautiful acts of sexuality.
This person should clearly not be fucking arrested. That'd be ridiculous. You guys want him to be put in a cage. Insanity.
Aaron, has he done? Wait, has he done more harm by tasting the dog's penis or by eating a single burger?
Probably eating a burger, right?
Aaron?
Probably eating a burger, yeah.
Okay, so he should be imprisoned for the burger, not the dog penis. There we go.
I don't even believe in punitive justice, though. That was why when Lactoid asked that, I'm like, this isn't the gotcha that you think it is. So like,
how are we gonna
say,
stop?
Like, there's other ways that you can deal with people who are fucking dogs besides just throwing them in prison.
It's a derail. Okay, fine.
No, I'm curious.
Wait, you want to get into criminal justice names?
I want you to know.
Let's roll.
Say you knew, okay? You knew that your next.
Anyway, yeah, you get the idea here. This guy loves dog dick. Okay. Wow. So yeah, panels died for a good reason because people like this are retarded and can't make have good content to save their lives. That really is the highlight there. Okay.